right now I'm sitting in Oklahoma City, and just a few blocks south of here is where the Murrah building was that you read about in this chapter, the building that was bombed by a couple of local terrorists several years ago. And, you know, as I started to think about this idea of the justice that was done to them as I wrote this chapter, I realized that there's something really incredible that happens when we compare God's justice to the justice of men. You know, whenever Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols were served their justice, you know, they were proven guilty and you know, they were ultimately executed for their crimes. That didn't make anything right. It didn't fix anything. You know, no one's kids were brought back to life. No one's families were restored. None of the pain that people felt by the loss of their loved ones was actually healed. It was just vengeance. It was just punishment. It was just retribution. But when God makes something right, He does it completely differently. And so what I want to say about your identity is that you have been made 100% okay with God. You see, I sometimes think we look at salvation like this, that when maybe we start off our lives, that we're somehow neutral. Like, here's good and here's us. And then as we go through life, we sin and we mess up and we move away from God, and our account just plummets, and we're so far away from this middle moral line of goodness. And we think that what happens, that whenever we become Christians, God raises us back up to that moral neutral, and now we're okay again. Now we're good. But I feel like that's just earthly justice. That's just sending the criminals away. It doesn't actually fix anything. It doesn't heal us. It doesn't make us whole again. What God actually does is He doesn't just move us from -100 to moral 0. He actually not only takes all of our unrighteousness away, He actually gives us all of His righteousness, all His goodness, all His holiness, and He makes us complete and full and pure and holy, and He makes us like Him. He actually heals us and makes us full again. So I want you to know that because of what Jesus has done for you, you haven't just been brought into some kind of moral neutral zone where you can kind of be present with God. No, you have been brought fully into the presence of God because you've been fully given the full righteousness of God on your behalf. So know that you are 100% okay with God. Hey, my name's David Bowden with Spoken Gospel. It's the mission of Spoken Gospel to speak the gospel out of every corner of Scripture. And right now, we're going through my book, When God Isn't There. It just shows up. And we're working through every single chapter, showing how it points to Jesus. In fact, every Wednesday, we release a new short lesson that we call Spoken Gospel Sessions, where we work through a bit of the Bible, or right now, this book, showing how it points to Jesus. So we ask that you would join us on Wednesdays there. Also, make sure that you check out what all we have to offer by subscribing to our channel and seeing what else we have to offer. Have a great day. See you later.